me, Budahar, and this isn't a rant of the week. This isn't a special. This is sort of a special update kind of video. Recently, there's actually going to be a couple changes on the whole of YouTube that I don't know. I guess I'll let you all in on. Not in on really. I mean, everyone knows it. And recently, I've been talking to a couple people who make stuff here, on YouTube, and we've been. We just asked each other because there's recently going to be a new change to YouTube's Content ID system, which I'm going to let you know about because it's going to kind of change the formatting. Not really the formatting, but like, I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, I guess the formatting of how certain things will work here. So basically, if you don't know, YouTube uses a Content ID system to basically find out if people are uploading, copyrighted footage and whatnot. And recently it's affecting everyone because YouTube's going to roll it out Monday, like this Monday. So it's going to be pretty big. Basically what's going to happen is they're going to be more stringent when it comes to this kind of stuff, and some people are saying, is this the death of gaming, or is YouTube at the end of the world? And I'm here to sort of quell some stuff here, just to let you all in on, what actually is going to happen, just, because a lot of people are blowing this stuff out of proportion, and a lot of people are sensationalizing the news here. I'll be blunt with you. It changes the way we're going to have to do some stuff, too. I'm going to have to upload earlier, versus, a little sooner than I would, like a little tighter to the deadline. So basically, just to let it all process through and go through. So pretty much just to, get past through YouTube's, verification system, see if you're not uploading, copyrighted footage. YouTube's going to look at it through more stringent algorithms, maybe even a manual check. Some people are saying every video is going to be manually checked, which I'll let you know right now will never happen. 60 to 100 hours of footage gets posted here like every hour. There's not enough manpower to look through all that footage. Not to mention the fact this is the stuff you don't outsource. This is like what actual legal counsel would have to look through. No one's looking through 100 hours of footage. It's financially like impossible for certain people to do, like for YouTube to really do it. I mean, that's a lot of money spent right there to verify stuff. But what it's there for, and what is the honest truth about it? Now, does it affect gaming? Yes, it does. Companies are going to have more stringent methods on getting certain footage now. Now, are they going to do it? Most likely not. And here's some obvious facts why. The new generation of consoles are coming out with game sharing features. PS4, Xbox One, I don't know about the Wii U, I don't think it has anything at all. But PS4 and Xbox One has game sharing features. You can stream to Twitch, Ustream, Skype, I think on the Xbox One, which is kind of weird. I mean, what are you going to Skype your gameplay to your friends? Whatever, though. Cool. There's also going to be, well, I'm getting messages here. But there's also going to be like, YouTube sharing. Basically, when you right now on the PS4, as far as I know, you can send stuff to Facebook, but YouTube's coming on the way. Twitch archiving is coming. So there's a reason why this stuff is there, because game companies don't really give a shit if you post gameplay. Only a few do, and let me tell you why. Because game companies can't fucking get the kind of advertising that people give them by posting footage. And let me give you an example here. A couple months ago, I was playing Uplink, Uplink Hacker Elite, the game you're seeing on screen right now. It is one of my favorite games. Atmospherically, it's great. It's not a shooter, it's not nothing. It's a puzzle hacking simulator game. All right, that's the kind of game that I'm playing. All right, it's a really sweet game. All right, you should go check it out. It's not your conventional kind of game. It's a simulator in the loosest sense of the word, but that's what it is. So when you're sitting there and you're playing this game, it's really sweet. Now, when I was playing this on a stream, okay, people watched it, people were like, wow, this is a nice game, innovative, cool, I've never seen it before. Some people went off and bought it off Steam for, like, I think, 10 bucks, 15 at a time, maybe on a sale when it was 5, but still, they bought the game, which is great for the developer because they made money. Now, some people say, oh, it's only $5, $15, they still made money. That's where it is. And there's other games that I played too. Other games that I played on a stream, people are like, wow, I want to try this game out. They go out and buy it digitally, physically, whatever, or they go on the internet, they get it, yada, 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 yada. Same thing with any kind of game I play. Some people get put off by games too. They're like, wow, this game's a piece of shit. So it works both ways. But still, this is the kind of advertisement that people can't pay for. Companies like Activision let people post Call of Duty footage all the time because Call of Duty, that's the reason why it's so fucking big. Same thing with EA and Battlefield. They're like, wow, people are posting it, word of mouth. Whoop-de-fucking-do. There are some developers, some publishers, some companies that do not give a shit. I mean, they do give a shit, okay? They hate people posting footage of it. Not really gameplay, but specifically cutscenes and audio too, because they're like, say for example, you post stuff like Last of Us and Uncharted. Those games are very linear games. Sony might get pissed if you post like cutscenes out of it too, so they're gonna, flag you down. Now, Let's Plays kind of get away with it, but that's a whole nother thing right there, which we'll get into. So this is how it works. What this system is specifically designed for is people who post full-length movies and TV shows. This is what people are targeting. Why? This is what YouTube's targeting, because there's people who do that and they advertise it and whatever, and they rake in money off just pure movies, alright? And it's kind of like a big sort of black market here too. People who do it, there's people who do it with TV shows regionally from all over the world too. Not just, here in North America or the UK, European Union or whatever. There's people from, the Middle East doing it with them. So there's like this whole, like this barrage of copyrighted content that's getting claimed by just random people so they can make a buck off of it. And YouTube, because this site runs off ads, alright? Let's be fair here, alright? You might be like, oh, it's free content here or there. Nothing's really free. It's all running off advertisements to pay for server costs, bandwidth, everything else, all the little overhead fees. And this goes for any site as well. I go to Kotaku. Kotaku would not fucking function without ads. Gizmodo, no. N4G, no. My news sources, like the ones that, like in the morning before I go to work or school, I read the news, they wouldn't be functioning without ads either. That's how these things work. In order for them to get good ads, they have to have good credit. YouTube has to signify to advertisers that yes, we don't allow copyrighted content or shadowy things going on. This is why this is happening. Now, do I agree with it? Absolutely. Do I agree with YouTube and whatever they're doing? Whoop-de-fucking-do. Good for them. It's their site. Go do what you gotta do. And I don't really see this as a bad thing. It just means I gotta change my workflow around to get you stuff faster. To upload them faster so you can see them on time. Plus, what I have to do is, maybe during a Haunted Gaming episode, this is what affects you. I might not even use gameplay. I might not. And now 95% of the time, I'm going to try my hardest to get gameplay up. And I'm going to get gameplay from developers who want their gameplay up. Not developers who are just sketchy about it. No, they don't care. I'm going to get it from people who want it. Now, again, is this going to last forever with companies? I'm going to tell you right now. Nintendo tried it. They got backlash. Any company that's really tried something like this where they've gotten gameplay footage banned or cut off, they've always gotten yelled at by gamers, and they eventually let it come back. I remember Microsoft was doing it too, but there's still people who post like Halo, Gears of War, all kind of their IPs all the time, and they really don't give a shit. They're like, yay, all right, whatever. There's sort of like this right that they have to post it, but that's all here and there. That's just like the little shit that goes on, but that's really all that's to be said. All right, this is why this is really happening as far as I can tell it. Again, I'm not working at YouTube, Google LLC or whatever. I'm not there, okay? I don't know everything, but this is just my personal speculation on why it's really there, why it's happening. Because let me tell you right now, the movie industry, they are really stringent on this kind of stuff, all right? The movie, media industry is really stringent, okay? They're like 50 times more stringent than the games industry when it comes to this kind of stuff. So they're obviously going to be up YouTube's ass about this, alright? It's up to all those Vivo channels, people making covers, all that kind of shit. That's why this is happening, because of course they're using that exact material on YouTube because they're, the system, it's trying to be, all this advanced stuff, but people can still do many things to get past the system. I'm not going to go into them, but you can do a lot of things to get past Content ID. There's going to be a more stringent version of it, and I'm all up for it if it stops this kind of shady practice. Now, that being said, that's what I really got to say, so this is what's going to happen to you. I might not use gameplay footage for certain things. Now, will Minecraft Seed Survival still be here? Will Let's Play still happen? Of course, those will always happen, alright? That's a fucking given. That will happen, alright? Those have to happen because, if you're going to play Minecraft, you got to show Minecraft, you know what I mean? So it's going to happen. Don't get me wrong. Alright, I'm going to try my hardest to get it out, but, that being said, this is what's going to happen, so, just a little update, just a little explanation, me speaking out of, just telling you right now. Again, I don't know everything, I don't claim to know everything, but I will, I'm telling you what I'm speculating so far, what's probably going to happen. That being it, if, you like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. This is me, Mudahar, and I am out.